Hello YouTube, Totalhenry here. I'm making this video to commemorate my completion of the first generation of Pokemon. I have drawn all 151 Pokemon, and now I'm going to show you which ones I think came out the best. This video I will be showing you 25 pictures, 25 Pokemon drawings that I think came out the best. This is not based on the Pokemon, but based more on the artwork, and this is my personal opinion. And please let me know in the comment section below which Pokemon drawings you think came out the best, and just what you thought of it. And hopefully I can continue doing this sort of top 10, top 25 thing for all the rest of the generations when I finish them. So right now I'm going to be showing you 25 through 11, and these I'm just going to say a quick thing about them, and these are sort of honorable mentions. So starting off, Electrode, really easy to draw. I think it came out nicely just because it looked like the Pokemon, but Electrode. Next up is Jigglypuff. Again, wish the coloring was a little bit better, but it looks like the Pokemon, and so Jigglypuff. Next up is Meowth. I like the pose here. Wish the shading could have been a little bit better, but there we go, Meowth. I'm going to go quickly through the sort of honorable mentions, 25 through 11. Here is Ghastly. I like just the contrast with the black circle and the little red underneath his eyes, plus the purple shape, and it looks like Ghastly, like the shading on the eyes, so Ghastly. A lot of these are pretty simple. Here is Cubone. I wish the coloring on his body could have been a little bit better. I really like the way the skull came out, especially with the eye and all the shading on the skull. Next up is Muck. Muck, I don't know, not enough shading on Muck, and it looks like Muck. Next one is Seal. I used the way the page on Seal, that's why it's so low on my list, just because I felt like maybe I cheated by using the paper. But here is Pidgey. I don't know. It looks like the Pokemon. I like the coloring. Maybe probably could have been a little bit stronger, but I just, as I was looking at these again, I felt like it came out nicely. Farfetch'd. I don't know. I like the way this one came out, especially his little branch thing over here. I like the shading on his wing. Overall, pretty good. A lot of the coloring on these earlier ones isn't as solid as I would like it to be. Slowbro. The coloring is pretty solid, pretty consistent, not grainy. I just wish the shading could have been a little bit better. Some of the highlights look a little bit off. Next one is Paris. I don't know, kind of simple. I like it. It might also be partly the Pokemon I'm not a fan of, but you know what, Paris. I think it came out pretty good. I have a soft spot for Lapras just because I like the Pokemon, and while I was drawing it, I thought this was coming out really well. But the shading's a little bit too grainy for me. I wish it could come out a little bit smoother. But I had to put Lapras in this video just because I liked it. Shellder. I just like the shading on the tongue and inside the shell down here. That's probably why I put it on here, just because it looks like the shell is inside. It looks 3D right there. But there's not much to talk about here of Shellder. Then Gyarados. I really wanted to put this higher on the list, but I just felt that it didn't match up to some of the ones in the top 10. And I really had fun drawing this one. I tried really hard because Gyarados is such a popular Pokemon out there. And overall, I do really like it. Keep in mind, this is top 25 out of 151, so all of these I really like. But there are just some that are better. So Nidoking right here. I remember really liking this when I was drawing it, and for a while I thought this was the best one. But there are just others that I like. So now the top 10, coming in at number 10 is Kingler. I don't know why. I just like the way this one came out as I was drawing it, as I'm looking at it now. Maybe it's just the color, but I really, really like it. Maybe I don't know what it is, but I think this one came out really, really nicely. Now, number 9, this is a Pokemon that I really like and think is cool, Gold Duck. I think I tried really, really hard in this because I like Gold Duck. I don't know why. I think he just looks really, really cool. And I like his web feed. I like the way the shading came out. I don't usually do. I always shade these images, these drawings, but I don't usually do highlights like I did on Gold Duck. So I was really trying to make Gold Duck look awesome, and so Gold Duck at number 9. Now number 8 is kind of a weird Pokemon, Victory Bell. Like I was saying, I went to a lot of trouble to do highlights, and the shading parts are not really as good as it could be, especially right here in the yellow. It's kind of grainy. But I like the leaves. I like the different colors I used on the leaves. I think that helps it a lot. So Victory Bell at number 8. Now at number 7 is Seeking. I don't know. It looks like the Pokemon, and maybe it's just because it was so simple, and I felt like I captured it really, really well. I sort of like the shading on the fins, just the gray on white. I wish maybe the shading on the body could have been a little bit smoother, but other than that, Seeking at number 7, I believe. 10, 9, 8, 7, yes. So number 6 is a big one. It is Zapdos. Now, the shading is not as smooth on Zapdos as some of the other ones, but I like it. I like the dark values on his wings as it gets closer to his, or I guess her. No, maybe Zapdos is Genjos on its body. I like the blue tips on the wings. I think that helped out a lot. I like the shading on the feet. I like that the color in here, I didn't use just the regular yellow. It's sort of a brownish yellow. So overall, I really like Zapdos. So Zapdos came in at number 5. Now, the top 5. Yes, the top. Well, Zapdos number 6. The top 5. Mewtwo. You know, I struggled a lot with the hand, but maybe it's just a soft spot for Mewtwo and such an awesome Pokemon, but I think Mewtwo came out really, really nicely. Some of the shading I wish I could have done a little bit better job on, but Mewtwo at number 5. Now, number 4, another one that I really, really liked while I was drawing is Ponyta. I worked really, really hard on Ponyta. I like the fire, the combination of the colors, the red and the orangey yellow. Maybe the shading could have been a little bit stronger, but maybe that's why I like that. It's kind of delicate. So, Ponyta at number 4. Now, the final 3, Ekans. I like the light value and the highlights on Ekans. I don't know why. I really, really like it. I think it came out really, really nicely. Just the way it's coiled up and the light is sort of passing along here, and just the different values of purple. So Ekans. Now, number 2 and 1 are from the same evolution line. Oh, I just spoiled it. Fuck. Okay, now number 2 is Primeape. I really like Primeape. I like it as a Pokemon. I thought it was cool as a kid. I like the shading on its sort of body with all the spiky hairs. And I don't know, I just like the way it came out. Now, the number 1 Pokemon on my list that I have drawn out of 151 Pokemon, the number 1 Pokemon will be revealed next week. No, I'm going to show it right now. Number 1 Pokemon is Manky. Now, I think the coloring came out really, really well, and I think the shading came out smooth just across the entire body of the Pokemon. The body of Manky, it's like a very off-white color. I like that. I didn't use to wide the page. I think the coloring is very, very smooth, and I like the red eyes. That was not really, that wasn't my choice, but you know what? I think this came out really, really nicely. So Manky is my favorite drawing for the entire Generation 1 Pokemon. And so thank you for supporting me so far. Over 151 videos, 151 Pokemon videos. I've started Johto, so keep watching that. Hopefully my Johto drawings can be just as good as some of these. I had a lot of fun drawing it, and I hope you guys continue watching my Pokemon videos as well as all my other content, because I have a lot of content on here that you guys should check out because I say so. So thank you.